Hey everyone, this is Lynn from Paper Peas. Have you ever discovered that you had multiple sheets of papers from different scrapbooks or kits that were just going a little neglected, that probably weren't your first choice to use but still could be brought back to life with just a little bit of care? Well, today we're going to take some papers that I've had in a stash and we're going to give them an entirely new, different life. These are 12 by 12s. I am cutting them down to, I need this to be stable, down to 8.5 by 12. And once I do that, now you guys know me, just because we cut this piece off, we don't trash it, we set it to the side because you know me, I'm going to use it for something. I am scoring them at 2 inches on each side. You all know I have to take my time with this. I'd be over in a whole different scoring section. Okay, I'll do it again over here. And for this particular stack, I'm going to do the same thing for each one of them. So I'm not going to bore you or try to keep you sitting with me while I do this. And I'll come back after I've had an opportunity to go ahead and cut and score. Well, here's this yellow stripe one. Let's see. Okay. And yes, I really do leave stuff out just like that, as you see it, when I'm working on these, because it helps me to determine which way I'm going to go with them. Okay. Really quick, once again, we're going to take and do our edges after I fold it though, because that'll help you determine which way to go. Okay. Okay. Then you take and you cut, you round the outer corners. Okay. I'm only saying this in the event you've never made these and you might be interested in doing so. Okay? Only the outer corners. Okay? For me, because I want to achieve this same little pocket on the inside, what I'm doing, just pulling it together, taking my little hole punch here, just pulling it together so that when it's sealed, the holes are aligned with one another. Okay? Not even cutting off too much because I really hope it's centered. I'm just cutting off just a little bit. Okay? And so now that I've done that, before I go any further, let's see, what color am I going to use? Probably use brown, green. I don't know. I need to have myself another dauber. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I probably need to do it on the outside because I don't want the inside of it to be smeared. That'd be much better. Okay. I'm just going to ink my edges so that I can make sure, especially these right here, get that little edge to it. a second. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the top and the bottom, okay? And certainly making sure that those little edges are lining up while they're trying to glue and dry. Okay, I'll do that. The same on this side. Okay. And I come back over here and I do it to the other side. Okay. Okay, now as I'm trying to make sure these line up. Okay. Then I come back over here. I try to make sure that's lined up. Okay. Yeah. And this is one of the reasons why I typically kind of remind myself, not all the time, because I'm not perfect, but this is why I kind of remind myself a little bit to just try to ink after I've done the gluing, so all of it can just dry together. And if there are any imperfections, the inking is, you know, hiding it as well. For this particular one, I won't take and do inking on these edges. I think that the top will be enough. I'm just dabbing like, you know, I got enough ink on here. But if you do ink, you know, you want to make sure that it's done on both sides, okay? Now, even though I am using this as a pocket, to go in a tuck pocket, if you wanted to, you could take and use this really like almost as the base of a traveling journal if you wanted to, okay? So now that I've done that, these are drying beautifully, okay? Now I'm just going to pick something that will probably go well on here. That's not gonna fit. This is cute. This is cute. Bloom where you are planted. Oh my goodness, is that not beautiful? Is that not a beautiful saying? It's too wide. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go ahead and bloom where I'm planted. Okay, and after all, I'm taking these papers that would normally be hidden and a little lifeless right now because I hadn't been using them, because these are like some additional pages in multiple other books, right? And so I'm taking them and dolling them up not over embellishing them, because they never know where they're going to land, what book they're going to go into. We just don't know, do we? But I do know one thing's for sure. It's a whole lot better looking than it started off, just being one nice, plain, cute page. So what I've gotten accomplished with you all today, I'm going to do this on my own. Hold on. Because I want them to be a little flatter. You can feel it when they're stacked with one another too. Okay. So even though I am going to continue making these off camera, I wanted to cover these with you. So here's one. It came from just a regular 12 by 12 single-sided sheet, which was a good thing because it allowed me to be able to go ahead and just make this nice little pocket, double pocket. That's going to end up being placed probably in another pocket. So here's one. Here's another. It's just giving a little life to some pages that, in my opinion, are just, being a little neglected. Here's one. And here's another. I've got to probably do a little more aesthetic work to it to kind of clean up some of the, inking and things. And I might even stamp in here. I don't know. But here are 3 different double pockets that I created that it can be used in future journals. Everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to tune into Paper Peas. If you would subscribe, like, share, comment, come back and see me again, I'd greatly appreciate it. Take care.